Hi there and welcome to Rauta's Black Metal Reviews. Today we have a band from Finland which is called Hiidenhauta that roughly translates to a grave of a hiisi. And hiisi then again means sort of a old ancient spirit of the forest or a spirit of hill, spirit of the mountain, sort of a spirit anyway. Sometimes also translated as sort of a devilish creature, an imp or something anyway. So Hiidenhauta is technically a grave of a spirit, evil, mischievous spirit or an imp. Now this Finnish band has been there since 2012. First album out in 2014 and second album out in 2018. This is their third album. And I haven't heard the second album, which is supposed to be a lot better than the debut album, which was kind of okay, but not really good one. Very much work in progress. So many ways, a typical first album by any given band that is so much kind of like a nice idea, but no cigar. The execution, sound policy, and all that stuff was quite a bit lagging behind. Now this third album is a little bit a step forward from that time, and it's clear that the band is now more experienced. They know ways better how to execute their vision, if you will, of the music, which is then again a kind of a melodic folk influenced black metal, folk, black, well, it all depends how you want to define it. And this is very much backed up by this metal archives, basic information, lyrical themes being nature, history, folklore. And that's what is going on here as well. This is very much a folkloric tales, very much going to the history and all that stuff with Finnish language. But the music is more or less founded on the melodic black metal, kind of a continuation, heritage if you will. And that is accompanied with lots of synths and also female vocals, clean female vocals, which are then again going hand in hand with the kind of a typical shrieky black metal vocals. Now, being as a third album, everything is a little bit, like I said, a step forward from the previous ones, but still not, changing their style too much. What could be said about this music is that it's very synth-driven, but also these female vocals-driven. Then again, it's very much balanced between this kind of a shrieky, inhuman style, and then again these beautiful female vocals. So it's like a dialogue between two rather different styles. These nice, more beautiful type of female vocals are something that are probably too much for people who want their black metal to kind of reflect sort of a kind of a darkness or aggressive violence and kind of a inhuman feeling. It's more about this kind of a traditional folky metal stuff. Then again, if we go towards these black metal vocals by this male member of the band who is also very much doing the lyrics and all that stuff, it's actually very, very cool because it's so rawish. In my opinion, better than average black metal vocals all in all. Now, what makes this kind of a challenging for people outside Finland is that everything here is Finnish and kind of a old Finnish. So none of these titles here are very easy to translate to Finnish. For example, I don't even know all the actual meaning of some of these names here. Most of them, because they're kind of like oldish Finnish words that nobody uses nowadays. I don't know if some of these are more or less created or kind of versioned by the band, but anyway, it's definitely going into the history and folklore, which then again makes it rather interesting. But people who are not interested in Finnish folklore, but more about this kind of a satanic approach or going about more known mysticism or occult or topics like war might be feeling a little bit weird. Now, I'm not going to say cringe because it's not that, but just really like misplaced or something like that. Now, being very melodic in style and very synth-driven and also female vocals-driven, this is something of a kind of a where the folky feature is very much kind of creating a certain atmosphere, and people who are not interested going very much into these kind of melodic Centurion parts might feel like this is not their cup of tea. So maybe this is for people who are more inclined towards folk metal, but kinda also welcome this black metal feature, because, you know, if you're into pure folk metal, I don't know if that kind of thing exists in the first place, but let's pretend that there is certain kind of a typical folk metal. For them, this might be way too much black metal. So it kind of lives in a hard place because it's between two different worlds, which then again are so often interconnected, but also very, very different from each other. So it's a tricky part. I'm not gonna say this is a bad album, because it actually is more on the positive side, definitely, than on the mediocre side or negative side. But it's just kind of a hard to find the proper audience for this one, because to me it seems like this is very much directed to the audience who is just first and foremost interested in melodic folk things, and secondarily these folklore topics, and then also kind of interested in black metal. So all in all, kind of a tricky hybrid combo, but also in a way quite interesting. With this information, you want to decide for yourself, obviously, so tap into the Bandcamp link provided and check out the music for yourself. Might be your cup of tea, I truly don't know, but let me know what you think. See you soon with more reviews coming your way.